The wait is over. You feel it already, don't you? The intensity, the pull, the restless energy that seems to be vibrating through your very bones. Something inside you knows that September 1st is not just another date on the calendar. It is a spiritual checkpoint, a sacred threshold. The fiery current of Aries season is shaking the spiritual realm, and whether you realize it or not, you are standing at the center of this storm. This energy is not random. It has been building, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. And now that moment has come, you sense it in your heart, the weight pressing against your spirit, the whispers in your soul that keep telling you, prepare. Something is coming. On this day, the energy will test you. It will demand something only the chosen ones are strong enough to give. It will demand your solitude, not loneliness, but sacred aloneness. Because only when you are alone can you hear the divine instructions meant for you. Only in silence can the fire of Aries burn away what no longer serves you and ignite the strength buried deep within. September 1st will ask you one question. Will you rise into alignment, or will you slip back into old cycles? That choice rests entirely with you. Subscribe now to our channel Light Rise. Comment 111 or 777 if you're ready to follow the guidance, because what's coming next is meant only for you. You've carried wounds that no one sees, scars that no one around you truly understands. There have been nights when silence was your only friend, when you looked at the ceiling wondering if anyone could ever understand the weight you carry in your soul. You've smiled in front of others while your spirit quietly bled behind the mask. You know the feeling of rejection, the sting of being misunderstood, the emptiness of sitting in a room full of people yet feeling completely unseen. That pain has shaped you, broken you in ways others will never grasp. And because of it, you've often asked yourself, why me? Why must my journey be so different? Why must my path feel so heavy? But what you have never been told is that this isolation, this spiritual loneliness, has not been punishment, it has been preparation. Every moment you felt cut off from the world was the universe carving out space inside of you, making room for the divine. Every rejection was redirection. Every silence was training your ears to hear the whispers of spirit more clearly. Now, as September 1st approaches, this Aries energy will magnify all that you've hidden inside. It will bring old insecurities to the surface. It will remind you of the times you longed for connection, yet found yourself alone. It will test whether you run to distraction or whether you embrace solitude as the fire of transformation. This is the tension. The human part of you craves comfort, noise, and validation. But the divine part of you craves silence, alignment, and purpose. On September 1st, the fiery current of Aries will demand that you choose. The question will rise in your spirit like a flame. Will you escape into the world to numb your wounds, or will you stand alone and let the fire purify you? Because only in solitude will you realize this truth: you were never truly alone. The loneliness you felt was never abandonment, it was a sacred cocoon. A divine shield keeping you away from what could not go where you are destined to rise. The universe has chosen you for this test. The question is, will you be ready to face it? There comes a moment in every chosen one's journey when the silence suddenly shifts. A moment when you realize that everything you thought was breaking you was actually shaping you. That moment is near, and for you, it will be revealed on September 1st. Aries is the warrior sign, the first flame of the zodiac. Its energy is not gentle, it is raw. It is the fire of beginnings, the spark that ignites new cycles, the courage that pushes you to step where no one else dares to walk. And now that fiery current is rushing through the spiritual realm, searching for those who are ready to rise. You have felt this stirring inside you. You've noticed the unease, the restless push, the deep knowing that something is shifting. That is not your imagination, it is your awakening. But here is the truth: this awakening will only happen if you remain still and alone long enough to hear divine instruction. Imagine this: a flame already lives inside you. It has always been there, small but steady, waiting. The flame is your true power, your spiritual destiny, your divine calling. But like every flame, it needs oxygen and silence to grow. That fire cannot be lit in the noise of the crowd, it cannot catch when you are drowned in distractions. It can only roar to life when you are alone, when you step into the sacred silence and let the universe breathe upon it. That is why September 1st will feel so heavy. That is why you will feel the push to withdraw, to separate yourself, to be still. Because in that solitude, your awakening begins. It is not punishment, it is preparation. The universe is not isolating you, it is initiating you. The silence is not emptiness, it is instruction. You are being asked to step into a new cycle. The old has run its course. Old relationships, old doubts, old ways of thinking, these things cannot survive in the fire of Aries. They will fall away, leaving you purified, lighter, and stronger. But here is the awakening. This test is not about what you lose, it is about what you gain. In solitude, you gain clarity. In stillness, you gain strength. In silence, you gain direction. And when you emerge from this sacred moment, you will not be the same. You will be reborn into your purpose, equipped with a fire that nothing and no one can put out. September 1st is your threshold. Step into it with courage, and you will awaken to the truth. You are a warrior of light, chosen to rise. Every great awakening carries with it great resistance. And as September 1st approaches, you will feel this resistance pressing in on every side. It will not come as a loud storm you can easily identify. No, the opposition will arrive quietly, in whispers, temptations, and familiar patterns. You will feel doubts rise up like shadows in your mind. The thoughts will come. Maybe you're imagining all of this. Maybe you're just lonely. Maybe this call to be alone is weakness, not strength. These thoughts are not yours, they are the resistance, testing whether you truly know the voice of your own spirit. Toxic relationships may suddenly reach out, trying to pull you back into old cycles. People who dismissed you before may suddenly need you. Not because they've changed, but because the energy surrounding you is shifting. And darkness always tries to cling to light when it begins to rise. Outside pressures will weigh on you. Responsibilities, expectations, the voices of those who never understood your path, they will all attempt to distract you from this sacred solitude, and inside, the battle will intensify. Your mind will whisper, "You're missing out. You're wasting time. Everyone else is living while you sit in silence." And then there is Aries fire itself. Aries is bold, impulsive, fierce. This energy can lift you into divine courage, or it can tempt you into quick anger, reckless choices, and breaking the solitude you are being called into. This is why the test feels so sharp, so urgent. The same flame that can purify you can also consume you if you lose control. But here lies the truth. The real opposition is not outside of you. The battle is not with the doubters, the toxic voices, or the pressure of the world. The test is inside you. Will you resist the pull to escape your silence, or will you stay grounded long enough to receive the revelation? This is what makes September one sacred. It is not just another day, it is the battlefield of your own spirit. And the question stands before you now. Will you resist, or will you give in? In the silence of your solitude, you might feel abandoned. You might think the world has turned its back on you, that even the heavens have gone quiet. But hear this truth. Solitude is not abandonment, it is protection. The universe has pulled you away, not to punish you, but to shield you. You are being kept apart so that distractions, toxic voices, and draining energies cannot touch the sacred work that is being done within you. The universe is whispering to you, but only in silence. You cannot hear it through the noise of the crowd, the endless chatter of the world, or the opinions of those who don't carry your destiny. You can only hear it when the world grows still and your soul becomes quiet enough to listen. Think of the greatest moments of revelation across time. Mystics, prophets, and seekers all share one pattern. They withdrew into solitude. Some climbed mountains, some entered deserts, some sat under trees in silence. And it was there in the stillness that divine wisdom was revealed. The same pattern is unfolding in your life now. You are walking that same ancient path, and though you feel alone, you are never truly alone. Spirit surrounds you. Ancestors whisper over your shoulder. The divine is closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. Even when you cannot see it, the presence of the sacred fills the room where you sit. You may feel the emptiness of space, but in truth, you are sitting in a sanctuary. This is why September 1st is so important. This is why the energy feels heavy and different. It is not because you are being left out, it is because you are being called in, called inward, called upward, called deeper. This is where fear and faith separate. Fear tells you solitude means emptiness. Faith tells you solitude means intimacy with the divine. Fear says you are cut off. Faith says you are being carried. And when you choose faith, when you lean into that silence, when you embrace the sacred solitude instead of resisting it, your ears will open to a voice that has been speaking all along. You will hear your calling clearly. The whispers will turn into direction. The uncertainty will give way to clarity, and you will realize you were never lost. You were always being guided. So breathe, be still, do not fear the silence, for it is in that silence that you will meet the one who has chosen you. And once you hear the calling, you will never again mistake solitude for loneliness. Now that you understand the weight of this season, you need to know what to do when September 1st arrives. This is not a day for drifting through habits or going through motions. This is a day of deliberate action, sacred alignment, and conscious choice. Every step you take on this day will echo into the cycle ahead. First, stay grounded. When you wake, do not rush to your phone, do not flood your mind with noise. Instead, give yourself to silence. Journal the first thoughts that surface, for they are whispers from your soul. Write down the questions on your heart, the burdens on your spirit, and the dreams you long to manifest. Let your words pour out like water onto paper, because journaling is not just writing, it is listening to your own spirit speak. Next, turn inward with meditation or prayer. Sit still and breathe. Let your breath anchor you, for in every breath the divine draws near. As you inhale, remind yourself, I am chosen. As you exhale, release the doubts, fears, and chaos that do not belong to you. In this stillness, you will feel the strength of Aries fire settling, not as wild impulsiveness, but as sacred power. Avoid distractions with everything in you. Do not let gossip steal your focus. Do not let the endless scrolling of screens numb your spirit. Do not allow outside chaos to pull you away from your calling. On September 1st, your silence is your sanctuary, and you must protect it like a warrior guarding a sacred flame, but do not mistake solitude for passivity. This is not about hiding, it is about channeling the energy of Aries into self-mastery. Aries fire wants to push you into action, into movement, into creation. But the key is to direct it, not let it consume you. Use that fiery energy to set intentions, to declare who you are becoming, and to align yourself with what you will no longer accept in your life. Instead of lashing out in impulsive anger, channel the flame into determination. Instead of breaking your silence with noise, let it forge your clarity. This is the moment to set your intentions for the cycle ahead. Speak them aloud, write them down, claim them as if they are already yours. Declare boldly, I will rise, I will align. I will not be moved. The universe is listening, and the energy of Aries is waiting to partner with your faith. Understand this truth. Every choice you make in that solitude builds your future path. Each decision to turn inward rather than outward, to listen rather than distract, to master your energy rather than waste it etches a line in the road ahead. And when you step out of September 1st, you will walk on a path paved by those very choices. And here is the vision. If you pass this test, the doors waiting for you will not just open, they will fly off their hinges. What seemed locked will suddenly give way. What seemed impossible will bend to possibility. What was delayed will come rushing in. But it begins with your solitude, your stillness, your alignment on this sacred day. So when the sun rises on September 1st, do not run from the silence. Embrace it, enter it, protect it, for in that silence your destiny is being written. This is the moment where everything begins to make sense. The long nights of solitude, the weight of rejection, the silence that felt unbearable, it has all been leading to this revelation. You are being prepared for leadership. The universe has not placed this fire inside of you for nothing. The Aries season does not stir without purpose. Its raw energy, its relentless push forward, its unshakable courage, all of it is a call to the chosen ones, and you, yes, you are being summoned to rise as a warrior of light. September 1st is not just a date, it is a threshold, it is a crossing from who you have been into who you must become. On this day, destiny does not knock politely, it breaks through the door and demands your attention. The silence you are asked to embrace is not about emptiness, it is about intimacy with the divine. Here is the central truth. The reason you must stay alone is simple, because the divine does not want anyone else's fingerprints on your destiny. No opinions from friends, no distractions from the world, no interference from voices that cannot see what you are called to do. This moment is sacred. This moment is between you and the universe, and within that sacred space, you will discover that the strength you've been searching for has always been inside you. You have endured trials others would have broken under. You have walked through storms others could not survive. You carry resilience in your spirit, wisdom in your scars, and fire in your heart. Do not doubt this. The universe does not waste pain. Every wound has carved wisdom into you. Every rejection has taught you discernment. Every season of silence has sharpened your hearing for divine whispers. These are not weaknesses, they are weapons. And now, on this threshold, the time has come to wield them. The Aries fire is not here to destroy you, it is here to refine you. It calls you to rise boldly, to walk in courage, to step into leadership, and leadership is not about ruling over others, it is about guiding with light, showing others the way, and carrying the torch of truth in a world clouded with shadows. This is your revelation, you're chosen, and your destiny is unfolding. September 1st is the initiation, the moment where the universe marks you as ready. Ready to step into your calling, ready to walk with authority. Ready to lead, not because you demanded it, but because you endured the preparation no one else could. You are the chosen one. Do not doubt it for a moment. You've been marked for a mission bigger than you know, a purpose that has been calling to you long before you even understood what it meant. Every trial, every loss, every lonely night, it has all been preparing you for this. September 1st is not the end, it is the beginning. It is the spark that ignites the path forward, a path that requires courage, faith, and authenticity. The fire of Aries season is not here to comfort you, it is here to awaken you, to demand that you rise, to push you out of the shadows of hesitation and into the light of your destiny. This is not the time to shrink. This is the time to rise, not half-heartedly, not timidly, but boldly, with the authority of someone who knows they are chosen. You cannot play small any longer. You cannot silence the voice inside you that has been telling you there is more for your life. The universe has invested too much in you to let you stay hidden. Your mission is clear, to walk forward with courage when others are afraid, to hold onto faith when the world is filled with doubt, to live in authenticity when many are trapped in masks and illusions. You are not called to blend in, you are called to stand out. You are not here to echo the world, you are here to bring a new sound, a divine frequency that awakens others. And where does that strength come from? From the very solitude you once feared. That solitude is not a prison, it is a womb. It is the sacred space where the old you dissolves and the new you is birthed. Do not run from it, embrace it. Sit in it, let it shape you, for in that stillness, the chosen one within you is revealed. When September 1st comes, remember, this is your initiation. The universe is watching. The divine is calling. The fire is burning. and your spirit is ready. Walk into this day not as someone waiting to be told who they are, but as someone who already knows. You are a warrior of light, a carrier of truth, a leader in the making. This is your mission. This is your moment. Rise. You have walked through the revelation of this message step by step. You've seen the hidden struggle, the nights of silence, the weight of rejection that shaped you. You felt the awakening, the stirring of the Aries fire inside your spirit, calling you to rise. Into a new season, you've faced the truth of the test, the opposition within and without, whispering distractions to pull you away from your path. And you've been shown the way forward, grounding yourself, protecting your solitude, and channeling this energy into clarity, faith, and purpose. And now, here is the revelation in its purest form. September 1st is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the divine test placed before you under the fire of Aries. This is the sacred threshold where your destiny waits. Do not mistake this solitude for loneliness. This is not abandonment, it is alignment. This is not silence, it is instruction. And this is not the end, it is the beginning. Your mission begins now. The universe is calling, and you have been chosen to answer. Step boldly into this day. Embrace the silence, protect your energy, and let the fire within you blaze into the future you were always meant to claim. Subscribe now to our channel, Light Rise. Share this message with other chosen ones who need it. Comment 111 or 777 if you're ready to accept the guidance. The universe is watching, and this is your moment.